okay if I call you Miss Hartman?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I want to be clear. You didn't see Cameron Poole rob Haley Floyd on August 30th, right?
Not, I didn't see, no.
You just heard some conversations between Cameron Poole and Whit Bowman a few days earlier.
Yes,
I want to be clear about those conversations too. You were in the employee locker room when Whit Bowman and Cameron Poole came in,
yes, that's right.
and they were already talking.
Yes,
And
they're
then,
shouting.
and then Cameron Poole and Whit Bowman, they left together after that conversation.
Yes, that's right.
And you couldn't hear anything they said after they left.
Well, no, they were outside then.
So you only heard part of this conversation.
Yeah, I heard them when they were inside with me.
And then you said you saw Whit Bowman with the knife, right?
Yes, I saw.
But you never saw Whit Bowman give Cameron Poole the knife.
No, she just told them that you know what it is when you need it, and then she put it in the locker.
You were hiding in the bathroom stall at this point, weren't you?
Yes, I was in there.
You were a few feet away.
Yes.
You can't be sure she put it in Cameron Poole's locker.
I can't be sure, but it looked like it.
But regardless, Whit Bowman never told Mr. Poole what to do with this knife.
No, not that I heard.
And you have no idea if Cameron Poole ever even got this knife again.
I don't know, no.
I want to talk about August 30th, 2012. You were on the Tunnel of Terror that night, right?
Yes, I was.
And Whit Bowman was operating the controls.
Yes, she was.
In direct examination, you said that you heard a gunshot, and then the ride started.
Yes,
And you called out to Whit Bowman to stop the ride.
yes, I did. I tried. I was shouting to her to switch it off.
But you don't know if Miss Bowman could hear you.
I don't know, but she should have stopped it. That it was an emergency. She should have stopped it. She didn't.
But you don't know if Miss Bowman saw what you saw.
I mean, I heard the gunshot. I would think she'd hear it too.
You were on an active roller coaster, right?
It started after the gunshot.
Well, when you were yelling at her, the ride was loud.
When I heard, sorry.
When you were yelling at Miss Bowman, it was on an active roller coaster, right?
At that point, I shouted to her when I heard the gunshot, and it didn't start. And that's when it started, and I shouted to her to stop.
So when you were yelling at Miss Bowman, the ride was loud.
I mean, it was just going. I don't know. Yeah, it's a ride.
And people on the ride were screaming.
I mean, I know I was screaming. I was shouting for it to stop. Everybody wanted it to stop.
And while you were on that ride is when you saw that back door cracked open.
Yes,
And that's when you remembered a conversation you overheard between Whit Bowman and Cameron Poole about that back door.
yes,
All Whit Bowman said was you'd have to keep the back door in mind.
yes.
Miss Bowman never told Cameron Poole what to keep it in mind for.
No, she just said it had a lock on it, and they needed to keep that in mind.
They didn't say keep it in mind for August 30th.
No,
Miss Bowman didn't say she was going to unlock the door.
no, she never. But the door was slightly open. Something was keeping it open. That's all.
You don't know who unlocked it.
I don't know.
You don't know how it got unlocked.
I don't know.
All you can tell us is that a door was open.
Yes,
And then after you got off that ride, you talked to Detective Francis Kimball, the arresting officer, right?
yes, I did.
You told Officer Kimball everything you knew.
About the ride, yes.
That's right, you wanted to be helpful in his investigation.
Well, he only asked me questions about the ride, and I told him what I knew, yes.
But although you said it on direct examination, you never mentioned anything to Officer Thomas about what you saw in the locker room.
Officer Thomas got hurt. He wasn't the one who asked me questions.
I apologize, Miss Hartman. You never told anything to Officer Kimball.
No,
Never said anything about what you saw in the employee locker room.
no. Officer Kimball that night asked me questions about the ride, so I told him the truth, what I knew, and then when I had to come back and write everything on a piece of paper, he told me, write everything you know, and I did.
Ms. Hartman, I want to talk about what you told Officer Kimball on the night of August 30th.
Okay.
You didn't tell Officer Kimball what you saw in the employee locker room.
No, he asked me about the ride, and I told him.
You didn't tell Officer Kimball that the ride was off for 1 or 2, the lights in the ride were off for 1 or 2 minutes, did you?
Yeah, I did.
tell Officer Kimball about the conversation you had heard between Whit Bowman and Cameron Poole about the lock?
No. Like I say, he didn't ask me about conversations, he just asked me about the ride, and that's when I said about the lights going off, and it was 1 or 2 minutes later.
You didn't tell him about what you had heard about the lock in the back of the ride.
No, I didn't. Not at that point.
In
Later
fact,
I did.
in your entire interview with Officer Kimball, you didn't mention Whit Bowman at all.